Is that what we want to see in the background? Open door, bed, scruffy beard. Should I just shave it all off right now? Okay, I wanted to be prepared for tonight, and I left early. I fixed. Thank God people can do things that I can't. Thank God we're different. I want to shut the room. I don't know if you can see that, right? And I can't take it off. Stuck. It's my... Does anybody know what this is? Somebody's in the hallway. Just give me a second. I wanted to insulate this place so no one can hear anything, so. I don't want to do it louder. If it was 3 in the afternoon, I'd give you a show, but it's 7 at night, so wait. Okay, just one blast. After a year not doing it, just one blast. Here's one that I painted. They're called the Schäufer. Look up, what is it? Angel Raphael blows the horn, the trumpet. Is it okay to lie? Is it okay to cheat? Is it okay to steal? And if it's not okay, who's it not okay for? Question number 1. Number 2, I'm only supposed to do numbers, but I haven't watched enough videos. I haven't been sitting home enough to watch what others do. I can't be anything, because how can I be anything if somebody didn't do anything that I can see the difference, that I can share the difference, and you can say, oh, I see the difference too. I want to speak to God. Nah. I want to speak to the Creator. Nah. I want to speak to the King. Who's the King? Who's the Creator? Who is above all? Is that what we should be saying? Who is above all? I want to send a sign out. Even if they don't speak to me, I know the signal will get there. And if there is no God, the signal won't get there, and it wouldn't make a difference. If there is, it makes a great difference, so why not try? And if you believe, that's all the better. And the big question is, where do we believe? Because in many books that were written over time, how is it possible that certain words say certain things with certain letters, telling certain stories? Is there any reality to the numbers, to the position of each letter in the alphabet, to the combinations of CH or SH or ending in TY or just Y, like an 80? In 80, you don't need to add on the TY. You just need to add on the Y because the T is already there. Is that word made specifically to be that? Only add the Y to 8, and it takes 4 2s to make 8. I know, the French told me. So if somebody told you, and there's a whole language based on it that I didn't create, then what's the truth? Oh, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, sure, nothing means it. When somebody else deciphers something inside of something, all of a sudden, it doesn't mean anything, or it's a conspiracy. All of a sudden, everything's a conspiracy. What does actually the conspiracy mean to where it doesn't mean anything? The world is round, the world is flat. Does it make a difference? I'm going to lie. I had to tell a lie the other day. I had to cheat, and I stole. I stole something that no one will ever notice, probably forever and ever. Is that stealing? I took something, I borrowed something that wasn't mine without telling them. Is that stealing? I lied because in order not to extend the conversation any more than it was, I had to tell a lie just to end the conversation. And it wasn't going to hurt anybody. But in the long run, it hurts ourselves in some way, or it changes, it alters our way of doing things, knowing we are capable and we believe. So it comes to this. Do you want to know where the King is, our God? Where is the stimulus money going? And why is it going there? And shouldn't the people be asked where their money is going since it's their taxes? IRS, IRS, all the letters going together. Yes, sir. IRS, yes, sir. SIR, right? I think, nah, I don't want to think at all. I just want to go out into the movies. And in the movies, when enough people don't believe somebody, or if you go to court, they don't put people on the polygraph test enough. They don't put people on the polygraph. Ever seen that? They don't put people in. Do they put people in court on the polygraph? Do they? And why don't they? And they make a lot of movies and they don't show enough of the polygraph. Why? Is it because they don't want everybody to go on the? I think that if we have enough questions for certain people that we don't trust, we don't believe, or we're not sure, if you think there's a conspiracy out there, why don't we put the people who are saying there's a conspiracy on a polygraph test to see why they're saying it's a conspiracy? I want to know. GE, General Electric, gold, General Electric, 33. Now, I did this thing on 33 the other day, how to get to 33. 16.5 times 2, 11 times 3, and 4 by 8 plus 1. So the 4 times 8 plus 1 is actually the 1 cube. The 11 is 6 and 5 creation of the student, and the 2 times 16.5 creating the 33 or 91 is directly connected to the moon. And the word is, can you see that word? The word is George. Directly connected to the moon. 57, 33, command and creation of 5 and 7. 5 times 7, 35, electric company. 5 plus 7, 12. 12 and 35, 47. Jesus, time on the cross. What is the total? 12 and 12, 24 and 33, 57. Somehow, George is on the moon. What is that supposed to mean? Why is George on the moon? The General Electric, the gold. Why is it gold? What is that golden disc they have in China? The big dong, dong. What is that dong? What is that dong? I need to know what that dong is. I don't want to know about the long dong. I want to know about the dong. Need to know about that dong. So I put things together, and gold, okay, I mean, gold is first, is it not? Is gold first? Is gold first? Because as far as I know, when you're on the pedestal, gold's first, and on the left side of you, gold's first. Ooh. And on the left side of you, gold's first. Ooh. And on the left side of you, gold's first. Ooh. And on the left side of you, gold's first. Ooh. And on the left side of you. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, okay. Okay, I just want to tell you something, that my video is, I put it on to watch myself just because I couldn't figure out how to get on. Okay. Okay, I just want to tell you something, that my video is, I put it on to watch myself because I couldn't figure out how to get one. Okay, so we are 4 or 5, maybe 7 seconds behind. You're 4 or 5 seconds behind me. Today is 12:29. It is 3 and 2 beta creation, 12:29, 32 beta creation, 201st prime, 261 if I want to put it that way, 20. I like to look at 20 when it ends with a 1, like in first, 201st prime number, 201st. So that would be 70, 70 plus 61, be 70, 70, 70 minus 9, so the half-life and the birth. It would be 60, 60, 60, 180 plus 21, so you get the cube on the clock, 3 clocks. Cuban the clock. Cuban clock. Oh boy, Cuban clock. Wow. You see, the whole earth, and with words and riddles and rhymes, somehow we make mistakes and we say things, or they're not mistakes, but you hear things. The Cuban clock. So we have to link Cuba big time into this whole thing because it's the Cuban clock. Where is Guantanamo Bay? So many things going on in the world, so many things that just a regular Hojo person like me and some of you, not all of you, and maybe not you, can't figure it out. And who has the time to figure any of these hobo schmo things out? Because it's not going to change our life. But yes, in the micromanagement world, it will change your life in the future so little that it won't end up changing much of your life, but enough of your life to say, it's okay, but it's our children, our children's children, and it's going to not change their life because they're going to be born into it. And they won't see, they'll just see it for a dimension when this one catastrophic group is going to be just looking at everybody and going, conspiracy, take them off. Conspiracy, take them off. And lo and behold, doesn't anybody wake up and see this? Oh Lord, our God, someone from the other planet, someone who's on the good side, on the other side of evil, on the other side of evil. You see, you know what's funny? That the good, there's one good, everything else is evil. So the one good is actually evil. To those evils, they think the other one is evil. But to the ones who are on the other side, anyways, let's leave that out. So we have George. Let me read some of these. We are decoders. Gematria effect news YouTube. Hold on a second. Gematria effect news YouTube. I don't understand that. I love your content. Thank you very much. I'm also content, right? I'm content. You're content. I'm content. That's what you meant, right? Hold on a second. Con. You said I'm con artist, content, 10. See, EN inside T and T is going to say something completely different. And when NT comes together, or entity, or ENT, the entity, there's continent, there's so many things that are mixed up in there that for me, they go in different directions of, what do you call it? The Enigma machine. It would take you in so many different directions. If we don't think outside of a box and we let everybody else do it for us, we may as well say, okay, serve me the dinner. Where do you want me to go? I'm all ready. We are the builders. In fact, we are the builders, and listening to our bosses, we become the destroyers and the creators. Because we went out and got I got a brand new car, an 84-month loan. I need food in my house and cigarettes and beer and alcohol and all kinds of everything else that I didn't take into the fact that if I fall into debt and something, God forbid, should ever happen, nothing ever is going to really happen, then I'm obliged to go to work just to keep my family alive for food and shelter. So we're all pulling the same strings. Some of us don't care. We just want to have a good time and get the beer out of the fridge, or just go bowling tonight and, live life the way, live the life of Riley. And then there's others who are the conspirators, because that's what they call them. And I'm using that because I saw it in the paper today. It wasn't actually a real paper. It was online. So that paper can probably change. And they would say, it was never there. Was never there. Has anybody seen what number 4 can do? 44, 35 on each side. 26 on each side. 17 on each side. And then 8 and 80. And then in this section over here, it's 89.98. Completely different from these two sections over here. Or maybe I should put 89.98 in the center. And then outside of 80 and 98 should be 80 and 8. And then it should be 71, and 17. So I'm not really sure which way I have to continue to do these, right? I have to continue to do these little things over here. I lied and I cheated and I feel terrible. Just terrible. Wait a second. Now I got, hold on. Now I got 56. I see in this one I did 56, 65 in the center, which is actually 2, right? I could have did 2 in the center, right? But I did 56, 65, 47, 83, 29, and then over here I did 2 and 20 because it just doesn't fit in between over here unless I did it wrong. So these are passageways. And 44, do you remember what 44 looked like? See, 44 has a single in the center, and 29 does. 29. Let me see. Did I get that right? Stand up for me. Stand up. See the way there's a center here, and then this goes around the center, because 44, there's no number that goes with it. Okay, we did that. Get that out of the way. I'm waiting for my guest, Peter, Paul, Philip, Thomas. Thomas Edison's coming, bringing us the light. Matthew and Simon, and we have a spy going to show up tonight. That's Judas. He's probably watching us right now. I don't know about Simon and Peter Garfinkel. I'm just talking about the disciples. They're all showing up here. We have a big party. They're all showing up. They're all around me right now. I can't see them, but I know they're here because it's Christmas time. Isn't that what we were all told? Why were we told all these things about Christmas? Why were we told anything about Christmas? Well, was there what was the plan back, when Moses was out? What was going on during the Moses time? Or what was going on during the Noah time? What was going on during the Jesus time? What was going on with Abraham? How did everything switch? Why don't we just move it a little bit forward and say, how in the world did sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, and I really am not up to date with this, but how did the Indians give up all that land? What did they get for it? Why did they have to do it? And is there some twist in this that for some reason there's always that battle with the Indians and no respect? I mean, we're trying to, I'm just mixed up. We want the best for everybody. We're worried about what's going on in the world. People are sort of getting sick, but yet millions are dying of starvation. Well, they don't go to the hospital and they don't spend money for Obamacare. How much money can we spend? Look how much money we're spending now. We couldn't spend a tad of that before to take care of the young, the sick, the elderly. But now all of a sudden, it looks like an agenda. It's all set up for it. Don't you see it? Are you awake? And I'm not talking to anybody that's watching this video. And I'm not talking to anybody on earth. I'm talking into the system, into the vines of the matrix. And only to yourself or out loud, all you have to say is, I believe. You don't have to tell anybody, because that vibration goes right into the aether. And you don't have to believe that. But you know what? They can call us all nuts. But it goes into the aether. But only certain few people really, truthfully, 100% know. All others just believe. So is it good enough just to believe if you're not harming anybody? Of course. You can believe anything you want. That's why Santa Claus is here. That's why Santa Claus is here, and your tooth fell out last night, and you put it under your pillow, and the tooth fairy came. But it's okay. You're under 18. See, at a certain age, you're not allowed to believe anymore in certain things. Because as an adult, should you still believe in Christmas if you know that Santa Claus has never shown up and you've never seen him? For certain things, we're told everything's okay, and for other things, it's not. So we're always being told which way we should always be thinking. I mean, even if Judas came, you know, who's asked? Judas. The one sitting at the end of the table with Jesus in the final supper. What a big liar he is, wants to take control of everything. That's what it looks like, the judgment. So where were we? Okay, let me read some of these comments. Okay. No, you know what? I've heard that before, the Cuban Missile Crisis, but I don't remember. Oh boy, I have to back this up a little bit. I'm not up to date on very many things. If I was up to date on too many things, I'd have one big headache because I wouldn't know how to alter the reality, and knowing it and having to live it is very tough. 47, yes, 47, 1961. That's a reversal of 1991. The half-life, the church, rotation, 1961, where 9 and 6 is in rotation of 1 and 1. I'd like to see that another way. It's also in rotation of the sun. 9 times 6 is 54. Times 1 times 1. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 and 6 is 15. Mars. So we have the sun and Mars that link so deep. So deep. So deep. All the words with S-U-N, and I should be looking at that. Okay, time. Yes, time is 47. And the reverse of time, T-I-M-E, is 4 letters. So that's 27 times 4, 108. And 108 take away 47 is 61. And that would be the church. So Dharma Lady fits right in there all the time. And right, 23.5, which is 47. That's half. Right, absolutely. Now, what's it divided by 3? 3 divided by 47. 40, because I'm working on the vibration. They gave us a vibration. The numbers are 2, 3, and 4. The reverse of that vibration is 8, 7, and 6, where the 8 is the holder of 6 and 7, because once you pass through 7, the 7th gate, can't go anywhere unless there's a passage in 8, because another 7. 7 goes to 7, but from this side, 7 says, I'm going to 8. And from the other side, 7 says, I'm going to 8. So they crisscross each other, unless it's going around in rotation. Out this ear and back into this ear, but this is the conformant where it's living, right over here. 6 card, 7 card, and 8 card, which is actually 4-2, 5-2, and 5-3, because of the five up, 3 down, 5-3. 4 up, 2 down. The cat. Communication in the cat can't go nowhere until you get that. Trying to figure out where we were. Yes, 47 divided by 3. Where is that? Divided by 2, divided by 3, divided by 4, equals to 23.5. Beta creation 55, the passage, because 2 and 3 is 5, so you have 5.5, which is the church and the half-life, which goes back to 61. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 7 and 6. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 equals 42 and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals the total of 13 and 42, 55. Created from 1 and 6, but was recreated into 6 and 7, which creates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Created from 1 and 6. And 1 and 6 is the only 7 that you'll ever have, because this is in the center. 8 going around to 6 and 3 void. And in the 3 void is the 1. 1 and 3. Is that your bar mitzvah? 1 and 3. 1 and 2 is the 2 in the center over here. Here's 1 and here's the 2. So when you get 1, 2, you get 1, 2, 8. Because the 8 that goes over here. 1, 2, 8. The 2 missing. 1, 2, 8, 6. 1286. I don't know what it means. I have to look a little deeper, but I'm dividing now. Dividing by 47 equals to 18, 17, 16, 15, 15, 45, 15 times, okay, 3 times 15 plus 2. And this is 47, and this is 4 times 11. 4 times 11 plus 3. Okay, and this would be, hold on a second, 3, 6, 2, and this one would be 4, 2, 3. Okay. So according to these numbers, time moves back into vibration. 3 times. See, I can't see it on that side, so let me hold the camera down this way. Then I'm going to come back to the commentary. Whoa, hold on a second. My camera's stuck. Okay, 23.5, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 becomes 5.5. That's what I was talking about. Then we go to number 3. This is alpha beta creation. This is beta creation. This is alpha beta creation. And this is where Venus, this is the mirror. Over here. Here's Venus in alpha. Alpha beta comes together here. And this is where Jesus Christ comes in. Beta creation and Mars. 23 and 15 are the same. And 35 and 27 are the same. They will create the same mathematical numbers. And this one over here becomes 423, and that's your vibration when you get the mirror of vibration from Venus in time. There's other ways to do this. You can go 7 and 4 is 11. 2 times 11 is 22, equal in the life. 33 to command in the creation of the Christ. 3 little pigs, passage. 4 times 11 is 44. Stands for space, the word space. Standards and poor. I don't know what the whole thing means, but in the space comes back to our vibration. And then this would be 7, 4, 8, 6, 8, 7. And this one would be just 55. So 550, so 556. That would be New World Order. Where do I get this? 7 and 3, 10, 4 and 6, 10, 8 and 2, 10. 4 and 6, 10, 7 and 3. In the red sun of the cycle, 6 and 4, 8 and 2, again, 2 and 8 come together, 7 and 3. So you have in both of them, both 7 and 8. And that's your gateway. And it's both connected to Mars. 7 times 8, 7 plus 8 is 56. And 15, 71. And that'll create your 7 and 8, or your alter GH. 7th and the 8th letter, 56 and 15. The student and Mars. I bring this to basic, very, very, very basic, very basic, so basic. Anybody can do it. The word, just a few simple words, that's all. I can do it other ways. I can make it more complicated. I can make it easier. I can do it in Chaldean. I can do it completely in Gematria. Being alone, if I start doing it in everything, I don't know if I'm just going to just explode, not remember, get mixed up. I need a secretary to work with. Oh my God, the greatest element in the world, the secretary. Where's Monica Lewinsky? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Clinton. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We all need to get our books done. Okay, let me go back here. Mask 44. Yes, well, you know what? I did 20 kills today, and I made 20 mils today. 20 kills and 20 mils in French. When you drive a kilometer, so I did 20 kilometers. And in miles, I did 10 miles. But in French, it's almost like saying 10,000. 10,000. Anyways, we did time. The 15th letter alphabet is 0. The symbol of the 15th prime is 47. Very interesting, that 47. I didn't do a design yet from that prime. I should do that. I might do that on my wall, painting my wall. Jeremiah, Starburst Candy. Mask, Jeremiah, Mark. 63, always very special to me. Some numbers I get confused with. I don't remember, like number 64, what it does. Number 63, what it does. Well, the bypass is the 63, where we bypassed Highway 66 with Highway 80, because 6 times 6 will create 36. And that's how I look at 63, as well as the cube. So the cube created the bypass, because 3 times 21 will equal 63. And I always like to work with 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 is the vibration. They gave us all the information to work with. I have to work with what they gave us. Otherwise, I'm making it up. It's a hypothesis. It's a possibility. It's my theory. But if I use their elements, all of their elements, every single one, and just multiply it, add, subtract, and then come out with the words, that's all it is. Yes. And the student is number 5665. It's also creation of day of the sun. 6 times 5, 30, plus 11 is 41. And Grover Cleveland is on the pole, on the light pole, which telling me lights out for the moon. The old analog moon, now they're coming in with the new digital. Analog versus digital. I rather go slower and feel all the bumps and know exactly where I am, and that is proven fact, said the blind man, who feels off everything and every single dot to know where they are. So I believe that if there's too many dots missing or you go too quick, you're going to miss stuff. I want to show you something on my phone. Where's my phone? Oy, oy, oy. You know what those lines are? I took a picture of my screen and those lines popped up just like that. Give me a second here. Lost my space. Okay. So we were doing, let me put this back here, this piece over here. We were looking at, we did 47. I was working before this. I was also working on the 2, 3, 4 vibration. 7, 11, 72, the red sun, 18. 1 and 7 is 8. 1 through 17, 1 through 15 is 120 plus 31, 151. We bring it right through Mars. 5 and 6. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 5 plus 1, 6. 5, blah, 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 5 and 6. And it's also the student. 5, 5, 2, 4, 3, and then 39. But why is the student from the skies of Saturn? Unless our planets weren't named properly. Do you follow? Are you following what I did with this 8, 7, and 6? This 8, 7, and 6, 2, 3, and 4, and 8, 7, 6. Those are the opposite side in order to control this one dot. We're controlling the one dot. There's three numbers we want to control. 1, 4, and 7. We focus 1, 4, 7. We get everything from 2, 3, 4. These are our two main subjects. Everything is 9. This cube is 9. See these 6 here? Okay. 1 second. Now we got 3 here and 3 here, 6, right? We got nothing in the center, but we have 1 in the center here. So we'll just do it over here. We'll put the 1 in the center here. But if I turn the cube this way, I now have here I have it on the side, here I have it here. So I'm always missing 2. It's always 7 of 9 and no more, but there's always 9. And this is why I need more dice, because I write on them. It's hard to get off. But we only use 7 of 9 because of this. It's either this way or it's this way. The H is in I through the 7th gate. There are 4 sides that'll always be consistently 5, 3 opposite of 4. The totality of your dots with 3, and you turn over to the 4 side, will only create 5. Your 5, turn it over, the 2 are already covered. So there's 4 sides of 5. 4 sides of 5, opposites. And then here, the 6 and the 1 is your 6 and 1 is there's 2 sides of 7. So if they're saying the freedom comes in Christ, so this is what we have: Sun Christ, Sun kissed, and Moon Jesus. These are the numbers. The reason for that is 7 plus 7 equals to 14, and this 14 will create 5 and 4, which will create 20 and 9 through the sun. It also can be created by 16, which becomes 76, 42, and 13 equals to 55, minus 13 equals to 29. They came the back door around through this, through G and E. A and F came through G and E. The afterlife. The afterlife. The French say it's the afterlife. The half-life creation. The reason I say freedom is because they sold insurance talking about Freedom 55. And it's created from the spirit of 76. And the great thing that I know about Spirit of 76 is how they power up with diesel, D-I-E-S-E-L, disalt, runner of the cube, runner of the salty oceans, the moon and the cube. The moon and the cube. And they call it diesel, colors of the rainbow. Check out that moon someday. We'll see those colors just come on out. Just come on out. Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. What is Pink Floyd telling us? Another brick in the wall. Another brick in the wall is also telling us about the key. Because every single brick, and I didn't do them exactly right, you'll see an H and an I in every single brick, and the H and an I also creates numeric value number 5 and numeric value number 2. Well, that's good. Okay, we got, okay, toilet paper 56, creation in the sun. Where else? Where else? Let me go down. Let me go down. I did a lot of the 56s. I'm reading. Okay. With undrip. That's where I am. They are making reparations with the Indians now. Yeah, well, I'd like to know what's going on with that. I'd like to know more of that. If you have my email, send me that, or send me a site. I'd like to know what's going on. Is interesting because they're always trying to make reparations with the Indian. Somehow, possibly, maybe, that in order to continue to get the flow of information, okay, the daily information about the future from the altar world, you must make with the packs of earth. The packs of earth, big time Indian. For me, when I look at people, Indian, Eskimo, Asian, all in the same boat. So somehow there's one group that's in control, and I always believed it was the Indian. In the end, the Mayans, I even think I call them the Indians, the Indian Mayans. Is that possible? Oh, very nice. 3 sticks are. I don't know where that is, but that's okay. Oklahoma. Well, if you're down in Oklahoma, hold on a second. Let me look this up. I've just got to think of it. Altered images. That's what it is. Oklahoma altered images. That's what it reminds me of. Oklahoma altered images. Okay. Tattoo shop. Okay. So now it's just ringing. And you know what? I spent I worked for a company that was in Oklahoma. My God, it was crazy. It was just crazy. Minerals, mineral. We got to pull for those Indians. We got to pull. I mean, there's certain groups. The Harley Davidson HD represents Pluto. Um, Goofy and George go together. So look up that name. Give me the numeric value for Goofy. AG Silver, the Silver Matrix. 108, 168 is this planet. This planet is 168 hours to the week that we live. Although the day keeps switching from the night to the day, I'm not really sure, but we get to go to sleep in whatever, whether it's bright out or it's dark out, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, why 108 is AG Silver or the moon? Silver moon? Is that what we're going to? Is it gold moon, silver moon? You know what? How many moons are there? Are we talking about just the Earth moon? Can we be talking about Mars moon? And remember that I want to show you that here's Earth, and it has one moon. Let's call that moon Venus. Now, we have Mars, and it has two moons, and let's call that Mercury. Or should we call this Mercury and then call that one Venus? Because Venus and Mercury have no moons because they have planets. 68 plus 19 equals to 87. GH created from 17. You want to figure this out? 34, 17. So planet, the word is part of Mars. Planets. Mars is 51. We don't need the S because it's already there. Sorry, Mars is 51. So we did this little piece over here. We were working on 5 times 5 is 25 by 5, 125. This equals to 625 times 41 is 25,625. The short Mayan count, or 7625. The god of Earth's queen. Moon, god, dog, queen. Earth, red sun. So this is these combinations, 3570 by 6, 420. Makes it perfect. By the way, this is the short Mayan count. The long Mayan count is 25,920, which 5760 times, just trying to think of something, 5760 times something equals something. Where's my calculator? I seem to be all over the place right now. Just 1 second. Not happy without my calculator. Wow. No calculator. No calculator. I got 2 calculators in the house, but I buy a bunch of these. Lighters and calculators. I don't like to miss them. 2 things that are always fun. There's even a book here of how to use the calculator. Book on how to use the calculator. Okay, so we have 25,920 divided by 5760 equals to 4.5. That's what I wanted to know. I knew it was a perfect number. 4.5, the Fox value fits into, and 5760 Hebrew time, and that is for the year 2000, which says moon, spirit is 76, and passage, 0 equals 66. The 0, oh, Canada, oh my God, oi, or yo, for student, is all a representative of Mars. The O is the 15th letter. 1 and 5 is 6, creating of the half-life again, Mars. Everything through Mars. Everything through Mars. Anyways, the 625 is also 25 by 25. 2 and 5 is 7. 77 becomes the Christ. So this dice cube keeps talking the same thing. Moon, Christ, time, Jesus, Son. Moon, Christ, time, Jesus, Son. Birth. Just keeps going on and on. Unless that's in my head, you do something with it. I'm the only one doing something with it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to look that up. You use cards. You will love my brother, Decoder Logan Jason. Let me write that down. Yeah, 234, 432, 243, the whole thing. Oh, yeah, Trump, good. Orange, Mars, yeah, makes sense. Orange is 60, G and E at the end. Golden Angel, Mars 51, 6111, 666. 38, 48, 58, 59. Rump, rum. Rum is murder in the middle of red rum is murder backwards. So rump roast. Trump and rump, TNR is 38. That's gold. Umpire in Trump, UMP, judgment in Trump. Judgment in Trump. Did he end up signing over that? Anyways, let's not get into that. Orange, 30 equals 33. Federal, 33. Police, 33. In which 33 would that be in gematria? 6, 7, and 8, 9, 14, and 5, 19. Is orange 19 in gematria? The O is 2. The R is elemental P, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. The R is 5. The O is 2, 5, 2. So 5, 2 says earth. Earth, gold, command, and create. 7, 8. And the N is 1 is 9. And 7 is 16. And 5, 21. Orange is 21, isn't it? And so I'm not looking at the right thing. 6393 Saturn, absolutely. Very good. I like that. Let me write that down. 63, 6 by 6 equals 36. 3 by 21 equals 63. Then you have 18 and 18. Then you have, there's other ways to do it. You just got to keep playing the numbers and do all the combinations possible in order to get, the Son of God is 93 million miles away. Wow. Where does that come out? I want to know. November 9th, not 11. So the selection was 9-3. Big bright orange basketball. Just give me 1 second. Orange basketball. Sitting in a pot. So if the water runs out, it runs into here. Is the earth flat? Let's let some air out of this. Everybody that looks on the internet always sees the same kind of earth. It looks long, like a balloon, like some kind of floating balloon. But I don't want to get into that right now. Let me read more of these. Whoa. Well, there's so many of them I skipped over some. Okay, let me go through this slowly here. Red Son of Jeremiah, 404th time. 40 for blue. See, I don't like to get into the hundreds. I think once you pass 100, you're into another level. Anytime you're in 100, 200, and 400, you're talking about all the sectors. Because the first 100 is 10-10. Second 100 is 10-20 location. The third 100 is 30 by 10, creation of 10. The fourth one is 40 by 10, and 40 and 10 creates the energy. Because 4 dots in the corner, 1 dot, just stupid things like that. It has to be simple. Okay, it has to be simple. 147, how many windows are in a house, in a White House? 47. Oh, it's all 147. I mean, it's right here, 147. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, and then February. 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 5, 6, 1 and 5, 1 and 8, 9, 4 and 2, 6, 4 and 5, 9, 4 and 9. 4 and 9, 4 and 8, 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 7 and 8, 15, 1 and 5 is 6, 7 and 5, 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 7 and 2 is 9. So anyways, oh, that brings up something else. Wow, very interesting. The presidents right now are pushed forward. That this president, what, let me look this up. What number president will Joe Biden be if he wins the election? 270 electoral votes. And look at this. What Biden can do to fix Trump's COVID-19 mess. Why are they blaming this on him? Why is it being blamed on? Why do they push all this stuff without taking a step back and take a better look at things? I don't get it. So anyways, I don't know. Is it 46? Is it 46? Or whatever it is, Grover Cleveland was counted twice. So because if it was 46, that means the next one is 47, and that's Jesus of time. This is where there's that. Oh yeah, this is very, very peculiar that this is right. Wow, beast equals 47. Yeah. But now turn that into beast. Just create the O, Bo, B-O-S-T, because E and A creates 1 and 5, and that's your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It creates 11. And it also, you have to change the EA for an O, because I do that all the time. Just like the GH I create for an O. GH equals O, and EA equals O, only because it's the first and the 5th letter. So the beast becomes the bust, like Boston, Boston Tea Party, Boston Terror, Boston. So the boss becomes 17 and 39. 17 and 39. That's 56. And get the student out of that. Indiana. Is that Highway 75 in Indiana? Well, 2021 is over next week. We is that correct? 3 Earth moons. Yeah. 17 is God F. Well, 17 is 4 and 11. Yeah, 17, it's why God F. Is that a mistake? God F. Well, God is really supposed to be G and D, really. But with F, it makes it 23. But that's right. You can add that to it. That's funny that this is even said, because once you get an O and all zeros, since all zeros, okay, are 15, they're also, maybe we should add 6 to everything. I'm just busy reading the 153rd triangular number, why Jesus caught 153 fish. Yeah, good, so God. 764, another O. 7646. 76. God 26 plus 15, 41. And Grover Cleveland, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I have Grover Cleveland hanging on a pole with a sign says 1441. And that told me the heavens of time. 1440 is the day. 1441, area space between 1 and 1. You know, when they put a 1 here, you can have a ball. You can have a ball and just put a 1 here and a 1 here from this side to this side. And this ball says number 8 on it, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a lot of things that are run on this ball, but I'm busy reading these pieces right now. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, 153, those numbers say ACE, ACE. It's also Mars creation. It's also electric company, beginning of man. They shut down. They shut down. They weren't supposed to shut down if you sign, right? Right. It's funny to say that the moon and the stars reset every 19 years. In the Hebrew New Year, every 19 years is repeats the cycle. So the same thing. The Hebrew New Year runs the same thing. Everything runs through 19, and that's the moon. 19 and 1938, that's the gold. 1919, 1957, that's the moon. And then it becomes the spirit of 76, and then it becomes 95 running into Neptune. Now, when you get to the moon, that is 3 times 19, and 3 is the split. 333, 666, 999, and that's where the pigs come in. Their pregnancy is 333. They have the split hooves, the positive and the negative. Their tail curls in the weather, and the weather brings on the storms, and the storms bring on the electric. Okay. And then we have to have the elephant and communication, and the sewage system, and the drains, and the aqueducts, and the cat, because they all go together. The microprocessor of the elephant, because he has a pea brain, which takes a ton of water to cool down, because without the water, you can't get Bitcoin. Okay? We can't do the books of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, what people think it really is, what I think it is, and what it possibly could be. The ledgers. Reading every single piece of information around the world, more than just money. Robotics. Knowing where every robotic digital piece is around the world. The ledgers are being read. And the more and the higher the coinage goes up, the more they can read. The more movement, the more they can read. The more they can keep it cool. It's a system. All the internet must be cooled. The fans are running. We must cool everything down. Because once it overheats, you blow everything. So by forcing information and forcing information and forcing information and making everything work, just turns everything upside down. But right now it's building. It's building towards that. So we can take the overload, the overcharge, and it's been shown before. I heard it online, and it's common sense. My phone overheats, it shuts down. taking a break. Is that okay? I'm going to read the rest of the stuff after. 7 times 7, 49. I forgot about that. 7 by 7, 49. 649. Because 7 is created by 6 and 1. 5 and 2, 4 and 3. But the real 7 is 6 and 1. And 7 plus 7 equals to 14 equals to 35 electric company and 63. Creation of the Half-Life Church. Do you mind if I eat? I had meat for lunch. Isn't polite? Am I being impolite? It's just so good. Unbelievable. I made it myself. That's rare. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Need a little privacy. See pissing on the cross? See here, pissing on the cross? I'm done in a minute. It makes me hungry. Give me 1 minute, I'm coming back. Okay, it'll be 1 more minute. I'm going to start up the last 15 minutes of this, or 10 minutes, whatever it is. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let me read more of these comments. Okay, 45. Where are we? Okay, read that, read that. 45, 45. Holy Bible, 45 backwards, forwards, alpha belt. 13, 16, 29, 38 for alpha. Alpha 38 and alpha L. It's funny, alpha, because I'm Raphael, but anyways, that's pretty funny. Just thinking of Alf, one of the dolls, and beta. You can also look at beta max, beta, eta. Eta is in Greek, eta. I think there's also a word for eta, estimated time of arrival, ETA. Venus is estimated time of arrival. Gold is number 38. 2, 7, 28. Alpha beta equals woman. When do they put an add-on for the woman all the time? She probably just created us. Woman's on the other side, creates the egg, the nest, and puts all of us here, and they call us men. Men, man. And then there's the sub-woman from the altar side, because it's only the woman. I mean, it already says egg and spirit come together. Flight 77, Meridian, when you spell out September, you did sign, we did this, Foshi COVID, this, that, the other, the color, the brighter, color of the new moon brighter than the, yes, okay, absolutely. The earth looks like a football, yes, football's the Vesica Pisces. I've heard of that before. It's crazy that, I mean, if everything looks like a football, it's round, but it's basically, what if there was a lip and the football was taking the air out and they made a lip on it? Would be no flat. It would just be bumpy. Is Earth round or flat? It's bumpy. 741 is Lucifer's number. Manly P. Hall, the Act Like Them, catching footballs. Pizza Pie. The penny. The penny. Who was sent? 1 cent. I was sent. You were sent. 1 cent. 1 cent. Who was sent where? Where was the 1 cent? Take away the cent. Maybe no one sent no more. This is in Canada. No one sent. Okay, I got to go back. This board is going too quick. Whoa, this board jumped in front of me. Wow. Cat-holic. Catholic. Cat-holic. Alcoholic. Cat is communication. It's electrical, the black cat. TH, time heaven, and the alcoholic meaning of the spirit, the fall guy. JFK died at 46. That's a crucial number, that 46, because it's the half-life. 4 is the whole life, and 6 creates the half-life. There is no other, because the 5 has a dot in the center. All it's saying is I am I am Mercury inside of Venus. So it's distribution of number 4. Lion, ions, the pineal gland. What's this over here? Lion comes to this part over here, your thyroid gland, because of the iodine that comes in. I and O comes together, always reminds me of, when I see ION, it always reminds me of 102. Harris Bank, 44. 1120, yeah. 44, KILL, mask. Okay, I can look at that after. Yeah, B4. All the letters in the alphabet we can say. B. Did you see him? One letter words. B, C. Words that change letters from sounds. D. Is it the letter or the letter? O, G. No, that's not a word. I. K. L is a female. It's also a letter, but it's French. Save your pennies. Well, I don't think they're really much copper anymore. But yes, something to do with the underground copper, 100%. I'm definitely with that. Bell, the sewage and the rats. Bell, the sewage and the rats. Love you, brother, all of you, all of you. I think your computer is doubling up on the mirror. 69 penny. I'm eating pizza pie. I saw this part. PP. PP. Yes, I took a PP. And it's like little rices. I mean, the little rice, the Asians eat a lot of rice, apparently, or that's the sort of buzzing in my head. And that rice reminds me of the spirit of the information. Rice reminds me of information, bits and pieces, thousands of pieces coming at a time. When you say when you say a word, you don't say a word. Imagine if I went really slow. I would be sad. You would barely understand, but when you make it go really quick, it becomes words through letters. Imagine. I can say the word Abe, or I can say ABE. Imagine if I had to say ABE, and I had to pronounce the letter of every word I spoke. IHADTOSPOKERUOK. IHADAGOODTIME. How did we slide the letters to sound what they sound like? I like Chaldean. I don't do much of it. Jen Anu introduced me to that one. Life, 22 for life. Gold. Gold is pliable. You know what? I'm going to look at that too. Earth is concave. Well, of course it's concave. That's why the oceans are in the ocean. Only makes sense, right? If Earth can't be round, it's got to be in to sit everything. How can you can't go, I mean, you can go like that. Because you ever look in the sky? The clouds are up there. They ain't falling down. The clouds are up there. They ain't falling down. I could put a water droplet on my finger and it'll stay there for a long time. Things stay up. There's a reason why things come down. Abrahamic. That's a very good word, because Abraham had a Jewish son and he had an Islamic son. And that's what this seems like that. June 14th. Pig Latin, yes. I'm just trying to think. What I ate was all vegetables. First of all, I just cooked them all up. Just cooked them up for 2 hours. And the minute you add onions and mushrooms to it, it's just like, yeah. And they make all these, RAW, right? You can say it another way if you want. They do it on purpose just to create more security. Create more security, create more security, create more security, create more security, control more security, share your security, and more security. And all of a sudden you got, now you can just use your security for other things by building it up, making you believe. There was a lot of things I wanted to talk about in this video. We talked about George. I'm not sure if George came into Einstein. I'm just trying to think. Einstein is number 95. The polygraph. I want to get back to the polygraph. We were doing 1, 4, and 7. That was something else I wanted to do. The polygraph, or maybe I'll leave it for the next video. Polygraph. If we have a problem with somebody Instead of going out and demonstrating, we should just say, hey, we don't believe you, and you call us constipated? No, I used the wrong words. Right now, there's a lot of people protesting in the streets, and I say to them, why protest? Just go up to the people that they don't believe and say, okay, we don't need to protest. We have some questions for you on the polygraph machine. Now you got to watch out who's got the machine. You got to have like 7 machines, 7 different people, so 7 different people can see 7 different viewpoints, because you don't know who's paid off to say, oh, it ain't a lie, it's the truth. Now we're all confused. Do you know what I'm saying? So the only way out is the polygraph test. And then again, 88, maybe they're talking about the 8. Oh yeah. Woo, talk to me. So this is Wilson. So we do see the 8 here, right? You see the 8. Let me do it this way. Let me see. Yeah, there. It turned the ball, and that becomes one part of 8. And then turn the ball the other way, and then that becomes the other part of 8. So 88 creates my ball. It's also purple. Purple made by, because 8 purple, Purple. 16, 21 is 37. R is 18 is 55. P is 16 is 71. L is 12 is 83. And E is 5 is 88. Purple. How do we create purple? From red and blue. And at the bottom of the rainbow is the purple. Red and blue creates purple. Do you want to live in a dream world, or you want to live with the truth, the red pill or the blue pill? Hot water and cold water. Hot and cold, 43, 34, 77. Hot water and cold water. Blue and red. Blue and red makes purple. How hot does it have to be on the hot before you turn purple or blue because it's too cold? Talked about George. We didn't talk about darts that I wanted to mention in this video. I wanted to talk about one other little thing, and I'll probably bring it up in the next video. Lukewarm. Cool hand Luke. 8640 divided by, 8660 times 60 times 24 equals 86,400 divided by 81. Now 8,100 equals to 10.666. That is the difference between a metric day and a regular day, and 9212. 86,400 divided by 90, I think it's 9212. No. 96 times 96 equals 9216. 86,400 divided by 9216 equals 9.375. That 375, that 9.375 tells me a story. Will you believe the story I tell you because of the numbers? Doesn't it look like it says help at the same time? Number 375 have to do with Saturn and the moon. The creation of the gateway, the birth passage, inside is 37. And remember, 1 inside 2 creates 3, and nothing starts until 4 is created. And when you add up 1 to 4, it equals to 10. When you add up the next one, which is 5, so 10 is the letter J, and the next letter is E, and it says je. It says I. The next number is 5, and that's 15, and now you got O. So now you spelled Joe right there, and it's Mars Energy Joe. And then you got 6, and now you have 21, and you start all over by 1 and 2 creation. When you multiply it, 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, it equals to 24. 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 9, plus 1 is 10, 1024. And that is both Roman numeral X and regular letter X. Anyways, we're going to end the video. I want to thank you for being here. I want to look over the rest of these the questions. 86 to get rid of. Blood sacrifice, well, that's Planet House is 8668. It's also created, 6 and 8 is created by 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, which is the words 5 and 9 and cat. Caskets are 8 feet long and go, right, caskets are 8 feet long, go 6 feet deep. Very good. 6 feet down, and when they lie you down, you got 2 feet pointed up. You got your toes pointed up. Let's see, can I take you into that? That's in my bedroom. That's up there. Those are hamburgers. I was painting. I just saw hamburgers that day, so I made some hamburgers. And in between there looks like a person is walking. So that's that. And there's the floor. And the other side, I have a little bit of math over there. I think that's binary code that designed to the right. No, I think the Star of David is binary. And there's the penny came off the market. There's another design. Oh, window closed. Anyways, my karma mirror, the thinker. Where is he? The thinker. Thinking outside, thinking from in his throat, and then from the back of his head. And then over here is the bull. And then this would be the trader in between. And this is the bear, the bears and the bulls. And there's a bird over here, right there. And he's tweeting. I have to take that light out of there. You take out the light, you can see he's tweeting in all the bids. Anyways, like I said, the ledgers are being written to follow all the Bitcoin. In all actuality, it's for the fleshy robotics. Put on the masks. We don't know who's what, where, and when. You don't see. You just see the eyes. You can't tell from the eyes. You can tell a little bit more from the movement of the mouth. Is it real? Is it not real? It's Memorex. Have a good night. You're good humanity. We have to be good humanity. I have to look at, I can look at that many ways. Good humanity. We must, you know what? This is, at one time in my life, I thought it was all about money sets upon you a certain freedom. We can't all get to do jobs that we love, but we can make it comforting for the people who don't actually really want to do those jobs to be comfortable in the place, in their workplace. And we all have to work together. But it seems like we're not, because we're thrashed. We all went out and got those 20-year loans. And we have to pay them off, so we have to listen to our boss. And we have a higher paying job than somewhere else, but everybody works. Does everybody work? Not everybody's capable of being a very efficient worker, or are they? Anyways, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, is it still going? Okay, I'm going to check it out. Right, Barney says everybody does our share. They put it into our minds, right? Thank you.